Hello everyone, welcome back to the Summit Metals channel. We have a new series we're beginning called What You Need to Know This Week in Precious Metals. I'm your host, and we've got 7 critical developments today that I'm really excited to share with you, things that I think can actually move this market in a very dramatic way. So no fluff, let's dive right in. Silver is at a critical price point right now at $43.50. That's incredible. It's approaching a key resistance of 44.22. That was the high in 2011 in August. So we're just 70 cents away from this massive breakout level. If we break above 44.22, technical analysts are calling for a rapid move to 49.81. That's a 14% move from where we are right now. Point number 2, Jeffries just dropped the most aggressive gold call on Wall Street. Chris Wood raised his long-term target, now pay attention, to $6,600 per ounce. That's a 77% upside from current levels. His methodology, gold should represent 9.9% of U.S. disposable income per capita, just like it did back in the 1980s peak. Meanwhile, at Goldman, they're at 4,000 by mid-year. JP Morgan at 4,000 by mid-year. And UBS, well, they're left behind. They were at 3,700 by 2026. What's clear is the consensus is building for much higher prices right now. Here's what's flying under the radar. The Genius Act is creating massive treasury demand. Tether alone now holds $127 billion in treasury exposure, making it one of the largest holders of U.S. government debt. This is reducing our reliance on foreign creditors like China and creating a structural bid for treasuries. Lower real rates, guess what? That's rocket fuel for precious metals. Point number 4, the COT report shows managed money longs were cut. This is profit taking after a strong run. But here's what's happening. That selling was quickly absorbed by renewed buying. Smart money is booking gains, but underlying demand is rock solid. Any pullback should be shallow and bought aggressively. Point number 5, Friday's PCE data is the event of the week. This is the Fed's preferred inflation measure. Markets, as we know, are already pricing in 2 more rate cuts. But before year end, if we get a soft PCE reading, that could push to maybe 3 cuts. That would send real yields even more negative and provide rocket fuel for precious metals. So mark your calendar for Friday. Point number 6. Southeast Asia is in a banking crisis, even a chaos. Thailand has frozen 3 million accounts with pressure regarding anti-money laundering from foreign governments like the EU and even the United States. Vietnam just froze 86 million accounts. This massive disruption to traditional banking in a region with significant gold demand is driving people toward alternative stores of value. Perfect timing with record precious metals prices. And point number 7. Trump's administration is floating radical debt plans, the $5 million gold card visa program, and potential use of crypto to pay down the $37 trillion in debt. While feasibility is questionable, these proposals signal willingness to consider dramatic departures from traditional fiscal policy. This uncertainty is adding a policy risk premium to precious metals. All right, here's a quick rundown on what's happening in the economic calendar this week. Consumer confidence is on Tuesday. New home sales, Wednesday. Jobless claims, Thursday. But Friday's core PCE is the big one. This week's data flow is tilted towards supporting the dovish Fed narrative. PCE below 2.6% could trigger aggressive precious metals buying. All right, that's your week ahead. Now, take this information and use it to your best. This is our opportunity to load up. You're so fortunate if you've been stacking along with us over these last few years. And now I think we're still sitting at a point where precious metals makes absolute sense. If you didn't have a chance, please go review the video I created last Saturday, because that video, if you just stay with it, that video makes a very strong case on multiple points of why both gold and silver make sense today, right now. So thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. We're really excited to have you part of our family and part of Summit Metals. Thank you again, and we'll talk soon.